Sak Yant tattooing, the traditional Thailand protection tattoo. That is what we talk about today. Sabadi Kap, and hey you all, it's me Lililu and welcome back to my channel. Today we talk a little bit about the traditional Thai protection tattooing, Sak Yant Ritual, Sak Yant Tattoo, the holy skin, the sacred skin. There's so many words about, and I made one episode which link you find up here somewhere like 1 year ago. It was actually my very first episode on this channel. And for all of you who know, I'm very close-hearted to the Thai culture, to the tattoo culture, to any kind of protection rituals, everything what is more in a ritualistic way. So that's what we talk about today. First time I was here on the temple is probably 11-12 years ago, and I come back science always and always again. And a very big inspiration of what Thailand is comes from here, especially in this room. This room is now pretty empty because I am here very late. Before I was here very early to get some protection Sakyant. I got them here, and I got one here, and I got one here in the scar we peeled out. So protection over protection over protection. And yeah, depends on what time you come here. Everything is a little different. Every year the temple changes slightly. It is not about the aesthetic aspect of tattooing. People not come here. Thai people don't come here for the aesthetical perspective of tattooing. A lot of the times I meet Thai people here and they're like, oh, look at me, I have a tattoo, and they fold up, and that's everything with Sakyant. And in the Sakyant they have one tattoo, and they show me the tattoo because Sakyant isn't seen so much as a tattoo. It is a protection thing, it's a prayer thing, it's like this ritual thing what you do when you come here out in the nowhere, out in the countryside, to the temple. It's the full everything around is what is part of the Sakyant ritual. Let's try roughly explain you what a Sakyant tattoo is. It's pretty much the praying, and then the monks decide what you get and what he put on you for protecting you and for giving you strength in life. And then he have the physical aspect of tattooing. Mostly it's done with ink, but a lot of times they use just oil, or there are some certain rituals like the oil facial tattoo where they just using oil mixtures and stuff. And it actually doesn't matter if it's oil or if it's black ink or if it's red ink or whatever, because the ritual itself is the thing what protects you. And as long as you stick to the certain rules what the Sakyant hold, the Sakyant will protect you. The roots of the Thai culture is even that the Sakyant is so powerful, or like the believer can be so powerful that you can get shoot on the Sakyant, that you can get stabbed on the Sakyant. And all of it together will just protect you as long as you believe. And I'm someone, I not really believe in anything, but I believe in experience, and I believe that a beautiful experience can give you strength and can give you a lot of positivity in your life to move on. And here I had a lot of very beautiful rituals happen, not only in this room, in a lot of other rooms on this temple. And they give me a lot of strength. They give me a lot of time to think, time while I was sitting on this ground. Actually, on this ground, I was entirely painting and sketching the Maya Grumpy Pants book, the child book I made once for my daughter. I 100% made it here on the ground while I was waiting in between my sessions. A lot of times you have to wait many hours for the sessions. It always depends when you come. I have the feeling the last years it's got much more quiet on the temple. A lot of monks gone, a lot of new ashrams and monks coming. There's still so many rooms where people tattoo and make Sakyant rituals, and it got a lot more touristic the last years. There are now some parts of the temple where they kind of bring the tourists and they have to pay a lot more for the yant than you actually do here at the temple, where it's around 75 baht for the offering, what is roughly between 2 and 2.5 euro. One of the things I love the most on the temple is that you come here with a purpose, that you come here with the purpose to get something what you benefit on a different level than an aesthetic point of view. And you never really know what you get, and it's not in your hands. Usually the monk or the ashram, they choose what you get, they choose everything. Maybe you can say the placement, but sometimes you say here and they just put you something else, somewhere else on the body. Because this is part of what it is, this is part of how it is. And when you just want to get an aesthetical tattoo or something like this, you are wrong here. You're absolutely wrong here. Here, the travel, the coming here is part of the journey. Everybody on the floor is the same. If you are poor, if you are rich, you're sitting here on the ground like everyone else and waiting like everyone else. And you have the decision rights like everyone else or none. And this is what was give me so much inspiration when I start tattooing, when I built up Thailand, to have like this one room where all the tattooists inside, where everybody is kind of equal, where all the customers, they are like together in there. There is no shame, there is crying, screaming, laughing. You are sharing this one moment in your life. So there's like this energy, and don't give me hippie points for this, but there is a certain kind of energy in a room, and you never know what happens. You can come and you can have a tattoo session alone with only one person. I had this here, but I had sessions here with like 6 ashrams tattooing, and there was like 40 people in here, and they are screaming, they are laughing, they're everything completely mixed in one room. And it's so crazy that you never fully know what will gonna happen. And this not know what gonna happen is such a beautiful aspect of it. It's such a beautiful aspect I never wanna miss, and why I come back all the time and all the time. I don't can count the Sakyants I have on my body anymore. I think I now roughly have 100 sessions with monks behind me. I pretty much stopped at counting around 80. And I had a lot of oil tattoos in my face, which I didn't even start counting, because when I was bringing someone new here to the temple, usually the first ritual I made with them was some oil tattooing, because I just love it. I just love it. The monks, they rubbing you oil in the face and they tattoo you in the face, on the tongue, on the neck, on the palms, just with oil. And they put like this gold plates on it and they rub the gold and they splash water on you and they just go all crazy. And yes, I do love when people just go all crazy. There's nothing better than this. And it's such a nice and calmful place for me, even though when there's no one there. I think the people on the temple, they know me for many, many years, they accept me. Here you find everywhere some sticker from Thailand because all the Atrans and monks go always crazy with stuff like this. And when you give them little presents. So we're at Wat Bang Pra. It's in Nakhon Pathom. It's around 1.5 hours west of Bangkok city. This is the temple of Longpi Papan. And this was the most holy and most powerful monk ever existed in Thailand. His Sak Yant tattoos was supposed to be that powerful that the government of Thailand forbid him to tattoo because the people who got the Sak Yant from him, they was getting too powerful and the government was very, very scared of. There's a lot of other tales and myths and stuff I heard, but I'm not so fully sure how right they are and so on, so I will not go deeper into that. One day when I have the possibilities to make a real docu about all of this here, I will 100% have a translator with me. I will go to certain monks who really have the deep insights and I really spend some time with really talking with them to get a lot of more insights about Sakyant tattooing. For me, I'm usually about the experience and about just dive into and be free from every tales, every stories, everything else. And from what I experienced here, I love this place and I can just recommend everyone to get a truly experience of Sakyant. Not go to Thailand and get some bamboo tattooed inspired Sakyant. I call them the Turiyant because it's just something different than just being at a place like this and let go. And yes, you probably can communicate with like 99% of the monks or the Atrans here, but actually you don't have to. Actually you don't. You just look how the Thais do it and you do it the same. You just sit in line, you give your little offer, and when it's your turn, you just put your shirt off and let happen what happen and gain your experience out of it. Are you getting really more strange from Sakyant tattoos? I'm not so sure. I sometimes believe it, sometimes not. I always kidding about because I have a lot of Sakyants in my bag. Actually, I have probably like half Sakyant bodysuit over my black already. At some point I decided to fill everything what I had still on negative space on my body with Sakyant, then I put gray over. And since a few years I start collecting just black on black Sakyant over my tattoos. For me, my body is like my little weird temple where I just collect all these little rituals, all these little moments who give me strange. And it's just part of me to every year close the year is coming to Asia to just let everything behind me, let like my old me behind me, and move on, you know. It's another year of true life I experienced and I survived. So it's time to kind of let the old skin behind. And even though nowadays are little change on my body, probably not that little change, you know. I'm into this full gender change transition thing, so it's for a lot of people, they would consider that as a very big change in life. But for me, it's just another silly game. I just entertain myself a little bit, and this is all part of it, and it's nice. So yeah, I pretty much made a lot of crazy suspension rituals with my back, and never anything happened. I can make one hook crazy stuff and never anything rip out. And you can say, yeah, you have good skin, not? I would say I have just a lot of Sakyant and nothing can hurt me anymore. And I can say that till something really happened, and then I can say like, I didn't believe anymore strong enough. And I'm, as a non-believer, I still believe that certain moments of something what you truly deeply believe in can give you absolutely strength to do everything in life. I mean, if it's religion, if it's a god, if it's some certain spirituality, yoga, whatever hippie stuff, or whatever, any kind of stuff. I mean, when you believe that a glass of water can change your life, this glass of water will change your life. Everything is your mind. Your mind is the biggest weapon you have within that body, and every ritual you have to push your mind is something very beautiful. And I'm so happy that places like this exist, and I'm so happy and fortunate that I can visit such places, that I found such places, that I gained the experience I gained out of such places, that I usually jump in very open-minded, very, just for the experience, you know. And there's not so much things who catched me as much as the Thai culture done. And that's probably why I'm so rooted to the Thai culture, because it's such an open-minded country. Everybody is smiling, and it's so positive for life. And there's still so much crazy, weird things happen within the culture when you're really searching and digging it. And this is why I come back all the time here, and this is why it just feels more home than any other country I ever found beside of Thailand. Thailand is more like a little fantasy land, as you all know. There is so much more about Sak Yant tattooing I would talk about, and I really hope sometime in the future, maybe in the next years, I can come here with a small documentary team and make some real documentaries about Sak Yant tattooing. But with that words, I say goodbye and hopefully see you the next time on my channel. Leave some comments what you think about Sakyant tattoo, if you would do it, because to be honest, this is one of the dirtiest places you ever can get tattooed, but this is one of the most beautiful places you ever can get tattooed. So peace out you sneakers, and see you next time. Pew, pew.